Yeah, that's when we lose people. They're like, hey, it's on. Oh, no, it's not.
No, it's.
All right, so it's on. It's live right now.
Oh.
It's coming soon.
Oh, hi.
Right. Hey, Chef, we are on coming
cool.
soon, brother. Just letting you know.
Don't piss him off.
And that kind of looks like Delaware.
Because if he's like one of those guys, it's like a chick. If you tell him to hurry up, they move slower. That's
well, we do call him
Chef
Princess Tony.
Yeah,
let's.
He does have
I thought it was
Princess
Friar. I thought it was Friar Tony.
I don't think you're phony, Princess Tony.
Oh, and we're not going to let him shave. We're going to wax his head.
We're gonna wax your head, Princess Tony. I don't think you're phony, cause Princess Tony. We're gonna wax your head.
Actually, that was kind of
right.
jazzy.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
Thank
dug
you.
that.
You know,
Keep it going.
Princess Tony, baby. Tony, we're writing a song about you, brother. It's called Princess Tony.
There will be songs written about me.
There will be songs written about me, says Princess Tony. Princess Tony. All right.
We're going to put that.
We're waiting on,
Everyone hit me up a little.
so all of a sudden we have
refresher.
all four panelists, but we're missing our producer.
Well, you know.
Oh, God. You guys are not doing that in my lap.
Beer down. Beer down. Not bar down either.
I do this. This is okay. That was funny though. I mean,
You're such a pussy, Bob.
Bob got up like there was a spider in the beer.
Yeah. Jeez.
God damn. I thought I was going to wear that.
Furman, you need a beer.
Oh man, that's hilarious. So for all two people that have actually tuned in already, so we've got
I've
Bob as
had
the
a-
guest host today. Oh no, there's a third one. Now there's three. What's up, three? Oh no, back to two.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the fact that we were like, no, we don't want to leave the intro thing on too long.
Hey,
so Tony came in
guys,
and then J-Rock left.
don't forget.
Oh, there he is.
Do not forget. We got Bobby coming
phone?
in to be X for a quick minute too.
We got who?
We're putting Bobby on this thing for a quick minute to talk about whatever it is that X would normally talk about, which is really like, go fuck yourself, kid.
Yeah.
So we
Hey,
just want to
kid,
make sure that Xavier knows that he's been replaced.
Hey, kid. Hey, X, are you watching? I hope Xavier's
Yo,
watching.
kid.
How's your kid?
Yo, what up, kid?
Dude, we need to call.
Try
X
not
at a
to
certain point.
gag on the mic.
Hey, X, if you're watching this, man, you need to
Call
you need
in,
to
X.
Call in.
Call in.
Call in.
Call Hank.
No, not me. I'm on my phone's doing the hotspot.
All right, I'm the host. X, call me.
Don't
If
call
you're
me
watching
either.
this,
My
call me,
camera's
X.
being used. As
Call
one
me
of the
Xavier
filming things.
Ramos.
Hey, Jay, we're looking at four viewers right now. How's the sound on the? Nice,
We're 4 beers ahead.
Are we 4 beers ahead? We're going to be more than that by the end of this show, sir.
I woke up drunk, so I'm good.
Hey, dude, perfect.
Gut drunk?
Woke up.
Your butt is
I
drunk.
think gut drunk is a pretty good.
I'm
Woke
butt
up quick
drunk.
at about noon. Just thought that I had to be in Compton
how
soon.
would one
I
be
gotta
butt
get
drunk?
before my day begins. Before my mother starts bitching about my friends. About to go and damn near went blind. Young niggas on the path throwing up gang signs. Went in the house to
we
get
ready
the
to
clip
roll?
with the Mac 10 on the side of my hip. That's right.
All right, let's do it.
Is this episode 6?
Gut
Episode
drunk is the
6.
leftover booze.
Tell me when I'm go.
You wake up. By the way.
All right, everybody. Welcome to BS&S. It's Beer, Sports, and Shenanigans. I'm going to be your host today. I'm Chef Tony. To my left is Bob, the man, Robert Eschenbacher.
His name's just Bob.
It's
Yeah,
Bob.
I'm
Fucking
the
Bob.
Bob.
He's a
by the
Florida
way.
fan, so it's just Bob. We got Hank, Mr. Hank Harrison over here. And Cyrus the Virus down on
Double
the end.
up.
We got a couple of special guests over here. We got Furman. We got Bert coming in a little later to do a little talking about some different things.
Yep.
Let's get this thing started, Cyrus. What do you got for me today?
I got to get my
man.
product placement.
Oh, wait. I forgot. First of all, if anybody is offended by foul language, cursing,
for doing
fuck
that.
shit, piss, all the things, please turn off right now.
Frickin'
We're
frack.
not going to shut down our show just because you don't like swear words. So
Yeah.
please turn off your computers.
Yeah.
All right.
No, just tune in. Just plug your
Yeah,
ears.
no.
Do
Or
earmuffs.
do earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
Yeah, earmuffs. There we go.
Just teach
What about
your
the
kids
nuns at
all the
St.
bad words
Mary's?
we teach you. If you've never heard gerfunkel
Your kids
fuck,
know more
then now
bad
you
words
have.
than you do. That's guaranteed in this day
What do
and
you think,
age.
gerfunkel fuck? Is that a new
gerfunkel
word?
fuck. That's a good word.
Gerfunkel
I don't
fuck.
know what that is.
Cyrus, what do you got on hockey today?
Oh, well, real quick, I want to talk about that just passed his trade deadline. If you guys are NHL slappies or any NFL and MLB, you love things like
Slappies.
this. When the trade deadline comes up, you're refreshing your Twitter feed. You're trying to see who's going where, which teams are improving, who's selling. This year, everybody was kind of hoping that. Well, every expert out there was saying Columbus was going to sell off their Russians. Artemi Panarin and Sergei Bobrovsky.
It's always good to sell the Russians.
It's always good.
Yeah,
to sell
well,
the
these guys
Russians.
were in the final year of their contract. They're both due to make probably like $10 million a year. And Columbus is not a place that pays people, and it's not a destination. And the Russians, they don't like a Columbus.
It's Ohio.
It's an Italian
and
Russian.
Nobody wants to live in Ohio.
It's a Mexican,
I'm sorry.
Italian, Russian.
They want to go to Florida. They want to go to L.A. They want to go to New York. They want to go to hot market teams. Jarmo Kekalainen, the GM for Columbus, said, "Funk that. We're not trading anybody. We're putting our chips in. We're buying. We're buying." They traded for Matt Duchene, which is crazy, and then they got Dzingel, they got Kincaid. They just kept getting players. They got Adam McQuaid. They just started trading draft picks and getting players to improve their team.
Where are they currently ranked?
I don't know where they're high in the East. I don't know exactly.
They're trying to
where
make a Stanley Cup run here. They're not just trying to reload for next year. This is all about this year, right?
Well, it could also be about the human trafficking in the headlines.
Well, there is. There is. Great, Bob.
I don't know where
Bob,
they're
you're
standing
brilliant.
right now, but anyway, they're moving to try to get into the playoffs. Columbus Blue Jackets. Oh, gotcha. So they put all their chips in the center. All these guys might walk at the end of this season.
They're fourth in Metro right now.
All right, so they're fourth in the Metro. So they're putting for a big playoff push here, boys. They're trying to basically just, hey, all in this year. We're banking on that. We're gonna make a couple rounds and we're gonna be all right. But these guys could all walk at the end of this year, and this guy's either gonna look like a genius or he's gonna look like a fucking idiot because these guys could all, like I said, leave and without contracts. But
How many players total? 4 or 5?
there's 4. Well, there's the 2 Russians that are the contracts expired, and then half the guys they just got are on expiring deals. So and they traded assets for it. They traded draft picks. So I mean, these guys could, like I said, they could walk. If Columbus doesn't even make the playoffs, this is gonna look. I mean, this guy could lose his job over it.
Let me
So-
ask you
He will
something.
lose his job over
All right, so I'm this is an uninformed question, so don't hate me if I'm just an idiot here. But so like I mean I'm looking at this team. I mean this I mean they're 64 and 36. I mean that's or no I'm sorry they
That's
won.
the
Oh no
games
no
played.
yeah no they won 30. All right, so 36 and 25, but they won 5 out of the last 10.
Yeah.
Do you think all these trade talks are having any impact on the team
No,
itself?
they're gonna. If this is the thing, I think he's banking that Panarin and Bobrovsky, the 2 Russians, they're going to be playing lights out the rest of the year because they're going to try to earn contracts. Same with the Matt
Okay,
Duchene
well,
and the other guys.
that's
Whether
good. That's
there's
the best possible impact
exactly.
you can have on the team.
Whether it's contracts for Columbus, which maybe they resign 1 or 2 of them, and it's not a big loss, but these guys are all going to be playing for deals. So I mean, I think I get what he was trying to do, and he's trying to go all in for a cup this year.
It's Russian collusion.
Yeah, it is.
But I mean, it's a big
Totally
risk. But anyway,
Damn Putin.
so we'll see what pans out. It's a team to keep an eye on. Watch Columbus, see where they end up. Another thing I want to talk about is the other trades that happened. Gustav Nyquist going to San Jose for a couple picks from Detroit, and Kevin Hayes going to Winnipeg. The Vegas Golden Knights, man, they picked up the other guy from Matt Stone from the Ottawa, and Ottawa's just having a fire sale, dude. They fired their GM. They're getting rid of all their players. They've got 2 guys. They were almost in the play. They almost made the Stanley Cup Finals 2 years ago. They've got like 2 guys left from that team. They've just completely sold off the whole team.
Why?
It's
Can they- I
crazy.
mean, can they not
because
afford the
they just
players,
started.
or
They,
they
they
just-
started playing bad, and the culture's bad there. The owner sucks. Like everybody wants out. So
Damn.
yeah, complete fire sale, which is kind of completed today with Matt Stone on the way out, Matt Duchene also on the way out. One more thing I want to bring up is John Tavares. He's a big free agent in the offseason. He spent 9 years in the New York Islanders organization. He was their heart and soul, their captain. He left in free agency to go play for his hometown Toronto Maple Leafs. He had his homecoming a couple days ago back to Nassau Coliseum in New York, and they booed the shit out of him. They hated him so bad. They were just relentless. And,
Tom Murray, if you're out there watching, don't boo this guy. I know
yeah.
you're an Islanders
This
fan.
guy-
Just
this
shut
guy-
the fuck
this
up
guy-
and live with it, man.
Yeah,
it
this guy
happens.
he earned his free agency. He spent 9 years in a horrible organization and made you guys relevant. And he went to go play for his hometown. He earned his free agency. Let him be.
That's actually the only
yeah.
only team I've ever seen live is the Islanders versus the Rangers in Nassau.
In Nassau,
Yeah.
that was
Yep.
probably a doozy.
Yep.
They've been playing at the Barclays Center, which
was
is brutal for hockey. Like they've been talking about how the Barclays Center is just absolutely horrible for
Really?
hockey. So they've been trying to get back into the Barclays
That
Center.
doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a great game. It was fun. I don't even remember when it
Yeah.
was or who it was. It was back in 2000 something. But yeah,
I can't believe you went to a hockey game.
yeah.
That was
All
last
right,
decade.
all right,
I
all
can't
right.
remember
So
that.
that's what I got for the hockey past week. So what's up next, boys?
Well, I think it's time for a shot. That's what's up next.
Oh, yeah.
It's time
This
for
is
a
when we,
Vegas bomb.
Oh,
So
yes.
we've got the shots ahead of time, so we don't have to say who to who.
No,
but can we
no
say
who
it
to who
anyway?
today.
Oh, why not?
But let's go.
Yeah,
Hey,
sometimes we-
Furman.
Furman, come on in.
Come
Grab
over
a
here,
shot,
take a
boys.
All right, Jerry, you got
on.
it.
This is Furman, by the way.
Grab a
everybody.
shot. All right. We got Furman as a guest host. He's going to be talking a little UFC here in a few minutes. We got Bert. We're going to talk a little baseball. He's walking right through the film right now.
Yeah.
Hooty hoo, boys. Welcome to the show. Thanks for
Cheers.
coming. Thanks for being here today.
Sports and Shenanigans.
We really
Yeah,
appreciate
there's
it.
not very much beer in a
We
Vegas
love your
bomb, but it's
insight.
still
We
tasty.
don't like you very much. We
Mazel
love your
tov.
insight. Thank you.
I think this qualifies more as shenanigans than anything.
Oh, it's all shenanigans. Hank, now we're going to talk a little NBA.
All right, so,
I'm going to ask you to do that.
all right,
I feel
so
like I know where this is going.
So basically, I wanted to start this out, and I came into this and I wanted to just talk. You remember in the run through, I was like, I just want to talk shit about the Lakers. But
Perfect
rather
team to talk shit about because they're shit.
rather than do that, let's open this up and tell me what y'all think. The Lakers are sitting just outside the playoff picture. We've got enough time to go for something to come up, but let's.
I mean, the
let's
NBA
see.
season's like 3 years long anyway, so there's
LA's
time for them to make up ground.
No.
But-
LA's got a lot of tough teams to play.
Yeah.
I don't see them. I don't know, man. I don't know. Where are they going to make up the
they
ground?
lost
Where
ball-
are they making
they
up the
lost
ground?
ball this
wanna,
week, right?
I
They
want to
lost-
bring up one thing
Yeah.
before we dive too much into this because I want to bring it up because of last week. We were not all of us, but some of the people on this panelist were bagging on LeBron James. He's done nothing but him and Brandon Ingram averaging 60 points a game since the All-Star break. So they've been trying. They've been doing everything they
Yeah.
can to
They're
make the
trying to
Lakers
carry
back
it. They
in
just
there.
can't
But
do it.
They
yeah.
have nothing else.
I mean, they're trying. They're not. I mean, I saw this video the other day of LeBron quitting on his defensive efforts against what was it, Golden State. The guy's
He's got to be
Then-
exhausted though.
Then,
I mean,
then yesterday he
but
called.
it's NBA. They
gotta-
don't play defense
he's gotta-
anyway.
he's
But
gotta
yesterday
be,
he called every person and every team in the league, come, let me defend you. He called everybody out yesterday.
Yeah, that's
publicly.
the thing. He did call
So,
people out, and if he wasn't
you know?
playing defense, he should be eating crow on that. But
Yeah.
the guy is still like him, and like I said, him and Brandon Ingram, together they've been like 60 points a game since the All-Star.
Yeah,
break this past
no,
week.
they're
So-
trying.
and they're
The
still
team's
losing
crap.
games.
But you know, Harden scored 58 last night. That's just one guy. So if two guys are doing 60 and one guy's doing 58, I'm not sure the two guys doing 60 are going to win a bunch
Well,
of games.
I think
many
I-
games.
I-
Yeah.
Who's in charge of that team? Who is it?
I think it's
Magic
that Luke-
Johnson is
that
in
Luke
charge of
guy.
that team.
I think the coach is Luke Walton, isn't it?
So,
yeah.
for a
Yeah,
while.
that
For
joke.
a
All
while.
right,
Well, he has the title of coach.
Yeah.
He
So,
has a
all right.
title. He wasn't good in college, by the
If
way.
I hear
So
his
this-
dad announce one more game, I'm going to go to LA and shoot him.
All right, so that's violent. So here's
Yeah,
my
I know.
here's
Let's bail on that.
here's my final thesis on LA, and then I want to change it because I'm
Bitch
getting
slaps
more and more
a little
excited about the Spurs. All of a sudden, they're barely clinging on to that 8 seed. I want to talk about that in just a
That's
second.
nice.
But in LA, I think we're looking at another example. I brought this up in the thing. I think we're looking at another example of a team that is so obsessed with the culture that they thought that they were bringing in with one player. They think
Yes.
it's a fix-all, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like it doesn't work like that, man. I mean, like if you got people that are that talented that are having to run your team and carry everybody, and they're putting up 60 points a game between the two of them, that's dope. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. They're obviously doing everything they can possibly do, and everybody gets that. But what I'm saying is, if your team has some far deeper issues, if you have to do that, and like I said
Yes,
before,
absolutely.
it kind of reminds me of Kobe. In LA when he was near the
After
twilight of
Shaq.
his year,
After Shaq.
and I understand. I definitely follow your point, especially when we were talking about like, well, what about Michael Jordan, right? I mean, Jordan had everybody around.
Right. Jordan had players. Jordan had every person possible except Stockton alone, Reggie Miller, and Larry Bird playing with him on those
Yeah.
teams.
Not
to
anybody
get
from
to
the
that
Bad
point,
Boys,
you
though.
know?
Right.
Dennis Rodman won 6 rings.
Oh, yeah, he
Not
had that
all
guy.
with Jordan, but 3 of them were, and there's a reason that he did that. Jordan could not do it alone. LeBron could not do it alone.
Nope.
Kobe could not do it alone.
Nope.
There's no player in the NBA that could do it alone. It is a team sport, and at the end of the day, it's a 10-man team sport because you got to have depth on your bench.
Yeah, there's
You
that
have
thing
to
called the
have it.
bench still. Yeah.
And they don't have anything. LA has shit right now. The Clippers have a deeper bench than LA. If you
They
ask
got so
me.
many named
Love
Ball
the
on their
Clippers.
team. That's
Love the
problem.
Clippers. Dark horse. in the
The
offseason.
Clippers look good, but here's all right. So I'm looking at these at this. Where did my playoff picture go again? So I'm looking at this playoff picture, right? So I'm really hoping LA can fall a little bit. If San Antonio goes in at the 8th seed, then they're playing Golden State in all
Holy
likelihood,
shit.
and it's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, holy
Yeah.
shit.
You know, I mean, it's so as a Spurs
Why
fan.
Golden State doesn't play hard this time of year. Nobody plays hard. this
Well,
year.
no, I know, but
What's the
but
playoffs?
will
What's
the
playoffs
Clippers?
start, though?
But will the Clippers play hard this time of year? I don't know. But I tell you what, man, San Antonio is looking like they've got a chance today against today or tomorrow against the Thunders. Yeah, it's today at 7:30. So today San Antonio's going to be playing the Thunder. They're 1-1 at home each. I think you're looking again at an opportunity for San Antonio to finally light this fire, man. I mean, there's so much inconsistency. You know, I mean, and I think that it could catch up, but we'll have to see, man. That's the game I'm looking forward to. Is this game
It's
tonight?
just very disappointing that we're talking about San Antonio barely making the playoffs when they have been.
That's why I keep talking shit about the Lakers, dude. I'm trying to bring the standard down.
When they have been 1, 2, or 3 for years and years.
Yeah,
since
they
David
have not
Robinson
done a
and
real
Tim
good
Duncan.
job.
And now we're at a level that all the old guard retired.
Yeah.
All the old.
Why do you have
guard
to
is
talk
out.
about the Spurs like that,
No,
as though it's like a dying
my
thing?
point
Does
is
anybody
it's-
want this shot? No, perfect, good. I'll take
That's
it.
for you, Hank.
No.
My point is, it's sad to see the state of affairs that San Antonio is in right now. Popovich's still the head coach. Last
I don't
time
think
checked.
it's that sad.
Well,
it's
what,
not
what
that.
it is, what it
sad.
is if
It
they're
is.
rebuilding, then they're rebuilding. But if
But
they're
think
not,
about-
then what are they doing?
Well, but I mean, if-
who are they getting? Who are they
if-
bringing?
Well,
if you-
it's
if you roll
it's kind
into-
of hard to rebuild when you get the last pick of the first round every year. Because
Every
you're-
single year,
You know what I mean?
building
So,
on
and
talent.
that's
And
happened
it seems,
for so
hey,
long.
the
that
NBA
they're one
seems
of
to
the
be
last
more and more
picks.
crapshoot in the draft.
We don't need to
too.
What's
talk
up,
about
Bert?
the NBA
Oh,
lottery
yeah.
right now
What's up,
because
Bert?
it's a
What do you
bunch
think?
of bullshit. Yeah. Well,
And
they,
that didn't
they
help.
did. I saw that. Well, did they get rid of him, or did he just decide not to play basketball anymore? That's the question. You know.
I'm pretty sure there are two things you
he's
can
going
hear
to the Bucks,
anywhere
right?
on the planet. Or no,
Bert,
3 things. One,
Am I wrong? He's going to the Bucks, right? Yeah. There's a hot team.
It's a stupid joke anyway.
But it's okay. I didn't know you were trying to.
I was gonna say, I was
Sorry,
gonna say, Gasol and Gronk are the two people you
Hank,
can
we
hear.
pass me
They're-
that
they're-
picture of beer.
Oh yeah, here's a picture of
Thanks,
it.
baby.
So anyway, I'm paying a lot of
Watching
attention
my
to it. The Spurs are favored by a point. I think that's a cop out for Vegas. Where they started that line, it was obviously going to flex around a bunch because you're looking at two teams that are both pushing hard. I think it's going to be a matter of fight. That's the reason I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this game because I think San Antonio is. We're going to figure out if
We're
they're
ramping
willing.
up, boys. We're getting ready to do playoffs for NBA and NHL.
This is
gonna
gonna be fun, man.
wild.
Not to mention
And we
March
got
Madness.
Madness
March
coming
Madness,
on.
baby.
It's coming on, baby. Yeah.
Why aren't we in Vegas, boys?
Well, because we're idiots.
we gotta
We're
go to March
here-
Madness
we're here in
later.
Texas right now.
So all right, so who's
think we
next?
got a
What-
church group
what-
coming
What do we got up
in.
next?
Right.
Real quick,
Clean
on
it up real quick.
Another,
We got a good crowd.
Another NBA thing I want to bring up before
Please.
we move on. Did anybody see Russell Westbrook crying because this kid touched his elbow?
No.
Did it?
No,
Oh,
I did
yeah.
not see that.
Oh yeah, he was really upset because he went to go grab a ball and he was close to the sidelines where the kid was sitting.
All right.
And the kid was standing up. Yeah, he went and like smacked his elbow while he came over. The play was dead, but I mean Russell Westbrook crying to the guy's dad saying, "Hey, watch your kid," and then like going to the media afterwards saying the NBA needs to protect the players better. Like this kid
Yeah, tell
grazed
Spike
your
Lee that.
elbow. Yeah, this kid grazed your elbow, dude, and you play in the NBA.
Wow.
There's
Cyrus,
people
I'm sorry.
sitting on the sidelines at every NBA game. Like, yeah, they shouldn't touch you.
Dude,
but-
that's a $500 ticket. He can touch whatever he wants.
There's a reason that James Harden and Kevin Durant don't play with Russell Westbrook anymore, and I have a feeling it's Russell fucking Westbrook. He seems like a little bitch, always has, and always has.
I
to
do
be.
agree with him that the fans shouldn't
He's great.
fans should not be touching him. But this was like a 10-year-old kid that was like,
Hey,
Russell
you
was
remember,
like,
you remember when
his
Reggie
elbow.
Miller
Yeah.
did this to Spike Lee?
Yeah.
And said,
Yeah.
Game over, motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
Game over. I
Hey.
control this game.
And
You're
yeah, the
blocking
guy
it.
probably should have been controlling his kid, like, hey, don't grab the
should've.
players. But
But
the-
what a little bitch.
Yeah,
man.
but for him to go in the media and say like, "Oh,
Wow.
the NBA needs to step in and do something," like people can't be able to,
right
touch
here, right
people.
now, Russell Westbrook,
totally
you're a bitch. I'm
Watch the
gonna call you out
replay.
right
It's-
now.
You could barely see where the kid even like touched him. Like it looked
Can
like
I-
a ghost.
It's a child.
Yeah.
Who cares what children do? They
Yeah.
do the things they
Watch
do.
it. It's funny.
Maybe he had fingernails.
That's my rant. Grant,
That
Russell
father
Westbrook,
paid
Wait,
$1,000
baby.
for
we-
that child to have that seat. That
Yeah.
child ought to be able to damn near get as close enough as he wants to those players.
That
That's
kid's
bullshit.
daddy is helping pay your salary, buddy. You're
Damn right.
So I got a thing I forgot to bring up when I was talking about the Spurs Thunder game.
Yeah.
Tweeter's not here right now, but he's gonna be.
Tweeter.
Yeah, and Tweeter. I don't know if you're watching right now, bro, but if you are watching,
Hooty hoo, Tweeter.
I got a bet for you. Excuse me.
Whoa, that's
So-
the bet.
Let me clear my throat.
So how about this? How about this? We got our teams playing tonight, and both teams are. I mean, like the Thunder are positioning in the playoffs, right? I mean, it's still early. It's still early. You never know what's going to happen. But San Antonio's clinging to it. So
I used to love the Thunder, but
Honest to God, why the hell is Tweeter a Thunder fan in the first place?
It's not his fault. Don't worry. Ask him when he gets down here. So I'll make you a bet. Loser of this game, straight up, if you're willing to take it, has to do something to wrap a certain amount of bars. I'm thinking 16 or something at the very least. What? I don't know.
Let's have another hair growing bet.
No, how about this? How about this? Loser has to tattoo something funny on J-Rock's ass.
Wow.
Probably not gonna
Bringing
happen.
the
Yeah, I don't
producer
know.
in on
We
it.
should let's make a bet. How about $5 straight up?
Bam.
Hey,
All right.
host,
guys.
host,
All
you're
right.
losing control of the show.
We're derailing. I want to say one thing right now. Javier Ramos, my hair's growing in nicely.
X,
you can eat
X,
a dick.
X,
I'll
X.
see you in 2 weeks. When I get to shave it all, we're going to do it live on the set.
If any
So
of you guys are actually
thank
missing
God
your
I
asshole,
can
he'll
get
be
to
back
shave
pretty
my
soon.
head.
I don't think you should get to shave it. I think we ought to wax it.
Well, we're going to do something. It'll be nice. Anyway, all right, moving on to NCAA.
Let's talk
We're not
about
going
it.
to talk about individual games.
Let's
but we're
talk
gonna
about
talk
it.
about. We're going to talk about the losses that Duke has taken the last week or two.
Which is only 4,
Which-
not
which-
many.
Well, it's more than enough to talk about. When is Zion back? He's out again today. He's not playing right now.
He's
The
out
game's
today.
on
He's not
TV.
going to play the next game,
Duke
which is
still
Wake
has-
Forest. He'll be back for the North Carolina game final.
I just want to talk
do
about
you
Nike
guys-
stock.
My question is right now: who do you guys have for the NCAA in the NCAA as top seeds in
I
the
hate you.
tournament?
I hate this
Oh, that's
conversation.
We have a Virginia, we have a Kentucky, a Tennessee, a Kansas, a Michigan,
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga.
Hey,
Quietly,
who just
the
won today
Zags.
between Tennessee and
Tennessee put a whooping on Kentucky.
Yeah.
They tried to come back late.
I like Tennessee.
At home won.
I like
They're
Tennessee.
26-3. They are rolling right now. Dude.
I like Tennessee.
And they have a good front court, a great back court.
What we
They're-
just saw out there was that
It's
was against the
Tennessee.
4.
Screw those guys.
They look good.
That was impressive. That was impressive.
I know who's not a number 1, Michigan State.
Yeah,
bish.
No, I think Michigan State's
That
probably.
goes out to Chad
I think
Sufel.
Michigan State's a 2. I think Michigan is also a 2.
I know,
I think
unfortunately.
the top 4 seeds are going to be
Beeline,
Virginia.
my man Beeline. I'm sorry, buddy.
Dude, he's a great coach. I think the top 4 seeds in the tournament are going to be Virginia,
Obviously.
Gonzaga, Tennessee, and somebody. And I don't know who that other somebody is. After watching Kentucky lose like they did to Tennessee at home, I would have said Kentucky.
Yeah, no,
But
no,
I
no.
don't think so.
No.
I think we might be talking about a Michigan as a number 1 seed in the tournament. They're young. They're
no.
good. They've lost, 2 games?
All right.
3
Nobody's
games this
talking
season?
about the University of Houston,
Hey,
which
Bob,
has only
let's
lost
hear
a
it, buddy.
single game,
Tell
by
us
the
about
way.
it, Bob.
Let's hear about it, Bob.
There's
about
also
UVA.
Nevada that is in there that has lost
There's
one
a
game
University
all
of
season.
Houston
So-
that is
Bob,
sneaking
let's
up
give
on
you your
everybody.
minutes here. Let's
Yeah.
get after it.
All right. Well, if we're going to talk freaking college, I'm changing.
Bam.
Let's go, Bob.
Bob's got the hair.
All right.
Fieri, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to bypass the basketball. I agree with Tony. And the Final Fours are, they're up in the air. I do think Zags are going to be in there, of course. All right. I still think Duke's going to make Final Four because I do
You
think,
think Duke's going to be in the Final Four? at the end
Zion's
of
going
the
to come
tournament?
back. He's going to play in the
think
last
so?
North Carolina game. He's not going to play until
North
then. I'll give him
Kakalaka.
3 weeks.
Wow.
To heal it. It was just a sprain.
high-
It wasn't a
it
big
was a
deal.
knee
Yeah,
sprain,
no
right?
big deal.
Yeah, so-
But I do want to talk about college baseball because we are coming up on baseball season, and that
love
might
it.
be a segue for my
I
man over
love
here on the
baseball.
left.
I love baseball.
Oh,
What do you got for him,
don't
Bob?
mess with my hair. All right, so I want to talk about the SEC because we're a powerhouse in more sports than one.
I like how you take credit for the entire SEC.
The SEC has 5 teams in the top 10, by the way.
I don't know if you guys know, but
That's
Bob's
insane.
a big Florida guy.
However, it's nice and
Well,
warm
I
in the
can't see the
SEC,
hat,
so
so-
baseball is played year round.
Exactly.
So
We
it's
play all
yeah.
year round. Summertime, they go to the leagues and they have practices and camps and everything. We got things. But Vanderbilt's number 1, LSU's number 2, Florida is number 7, Georgia's number 9, and Ole Miss is number 10. That's 8 in the top 25.
Eli played there.
That's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
That's a power conference. Granted, it's baseball, and not a lot of people care.
So
but
that's my
yeah.
thing into baseball. I'll have something later on golf.
Here.
Oh, okay.
Well,
yeah.
well, it's still your turn. So,
Well, I was going to let him go in because
Well,
I know
what do
he
you
wants
got
to
over
talk
there?
about.
What do you got over
Well,
there, Cyrus?
I was gonna leave MLB for a little bit, but hey,
We
Bryce
should leave
Harper.
MLB forever.
Yeah, Bryce Harper. We were talking about it last week.
First of all, Manny Machado got how much?
300 million.
300 million.
For how many years?
10 years.
And Bryce Harper?
330.
330
13 years.
for 13 years.
So that's less, if you ask me.
in Philly.
That's less.
He went to Philly.
Philly,
God.
the worst city
the
on the planet,
biggest thing about
Philadelphia.
this,
Yes.
the
by the way.
biggest, and this
Even
was
if you
this,
don't live in Philly, you're either in Jersey or.
I heard this through the grapevine, but I've seen it published a couple times now. Word is Bryce Harper turned down 4 years, $45 million per.
Yeah.
From L.A.
Yep. I saw that too.
From the
I saw that too.
Dodgers.
From the Dodgers, who were in the
So,
playoffs last year.
are you
who
kidding me,
they were in
Bryce
the
Harper?
freaking- They were in the freaking World Series.
Yeah,
last
but it's
year.
California. Those tree
Like,
hugging bastards.
either he doesn't think that he's gonna be like able to get a better contract in 4 years, like that he could. I mean, that's $180 million.
Yeah.
You tell me in 4 years,
four
you're not gonna be able, you
fucking
don't think
years,
you're gonna deteriorate
Yeah.
that fast that you won't be able to get.
I
What is he?
would've
26.
What,
right
I
now?
was
You
gonna
know
say
who doesn't
26,
deteriorate?
28 years
He'll be
old,
Tony.
26,
He'll be
yeah.
30 years
He's
old.
made of metal.
He'll be
Damn
30
right.
years old at the end of that contract.
Yeah.
You don't think he'd be able to get another one and
Exactly.
not have to play in a
I'd have
shithole like
totally
Philly?
played for
Yeah.
LA before I
Yeah,
played.
that's-
for
I'm
Philly.
sorry, but
That's
like I'm not going to
insane,
Philly.
dude.
Like, yeah, Philly's got a good farm system. They got a good team coming up, but like,
Yes.
I'd rather go play in LA
Here's
for
the
4
deal.
years, $45 million.
Yes.
No question. I'm
LA's
26
pitch-
years
LA's
old.
pitching
The
I'm
staff-
playing
weather
in LA.
is better.
LA's pitching staff infinitely better than Philly's pitching staff currently.
I'm playing in LA. If I'm
Pitching
26
wins
years
World
old
Series.
for $45 million.
Hitting the baseball
a year.
does not win World Series.
Not a question.
Punxsutawney Phil is an idiot.
Not win World
Not a
Series.
question.
That little rodent needs to be shot.
I can't believe that guy took. I'm still amazed.
Yeah.
Not at
And
the
then
number,
earned
not,
it-
not at the $330 million number. At the fact that it was. I mean, that's almost half. If he'd have taken.
For 4 years.
Yes.
Yes, I know.
Exactly
Years,
right.
yes.
That's
right.
insane.
Okay,
to
wait,
me.
okay, can I ask something to this real quick?
But then you got
Yeah.
a team like the Houston Astros who spend $80 million on their entire
Don't go
payroll
too far.
and win the
I
fucking
won't-
World
I won't-
Series.
I'm not.
you know?
It's a quick
Disaster.
question. All right. So Bryce Harper's just now getting involved, right?
Yeah.
And so he's already talked about Mike Trout coming back or coming with him.
Right.
Jesus.
All right. So
Trout to Philly? Is that what you're telling me? Trout to Philly
yeah.
too?
How long? He just.
You guys remember when Ryan Howard ran Philly? Like,
Yeah.
God,
yeah.
that
I
was
also remember when they had no pitching still and
Yeah.
they fucking did not win a World Series.
But do you think this is cool for Bryce Harper to come in there and just say fuck it? Let me just call my boys in.
I mean, I think that's
I mean,
great.
and this quick.
If he calls in
That
some
would be
pitchers,
good,
I
yeah.
think that's
He
great.
needs
But
some
you
pitchers for
cannot
sure.
win baseball
And specifically
playing
some
offense.
relievers.
You cannot win baseball solely
can't win
playing
baseball
offense.
anyway. It's boring.
Absolutely not.
Look at the Seattle Mariners back in the 90s. They won 121 games. They lost to the Yankees in the first round because they didn't have the fucking
I'm a
pitching.
hater.
Hey, we got babies in the
Baseball
house.
is about
Babies,
pitching, pitching.
mamas and babies.
Where the hell did Furman go? Because we need him up here to talk about a little bit of UFC.
He's got one of the babies, I think.
Yeah, I know.
Furminator.
Hey, Furman, get back in here. Let's talk some
What up,
UFC.
Jill?
All right, Bob, what do you got on the AAF real quick? Because nobody wants to hear about it, but let's do a quick update anyway.
Yeah, all right.
First off, it's football. Everybody wants to hear about
Everybody
it.
loves
we don't
football.
care.
Everybody
loves
wants to hear
football.
about a different topic in the
It's
football
American
this week, but,
football,
yeah.
by the way, not that sports
Is
soccer.
it the
that,
Alliance?
Europe
is it
calls
the Alliance
football.
or the Allegiance? What is it?
Alliance
Does it
of
matter?
American football.
It's something that sounds
It's
like
an
some
alliance.
stonemason,
Right.
like Da Vinci Code shit, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only like 8 teams, so they all play every
Well,
week.
tell me about him. You probably know more
Come
about
on,
him than I do.
hit us up.
I
man.
know
Let's-
San Antonio lost me money last week. I know that.
Right? All right, there's
you
2
bet on the-
undefeated
I
teams,
bet
by
on
the
an
way.
AAF game. Yes. I
Really? How much
parlayed
did
it.
you bet?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
You're
it.
such
No
a
way.
degenerate
Yo, what did you
gambler that
bet?
you
What did
bet
you
on
bet?
I can't talk about it
AAF.
because my wife's here.
Wow.
Oh,
Well,
no.
here,
Love it.
I'll
His
tell you,
wife
I'll
had
tell
a-
you how to bet on the AAF.
Ray Romano
I love
over
it.
here.
Right? Orlando and Birmingham are undefeated, 3-0 each.
Orlando and Birmingham.
Right?
Because everybody cares about Alabama. Woo.
Well, nobody cares about Alabama, but Orlando is coached by the old ball coach, Steve
Oh,
Spurrier.
my.
They're
Oh,
3-0.
oh, my.
Whoa.
Do not bet against them because the fun and gun is alive and well in Orlando.
What's he getting paid to do that job?
I don't know, probably not much because they
Oh,
had to get an
maybe more,
infusion of
maybe more.
$250 million
Can he
last
not
week to
be a
keep him
college
going.
football coach anymore? Is that the deal? Is he
No,
like run out of the game?
he's
or
over
what?
that. He's doing this because it's like an 8-game season or something goofy like
Fair
that.
enough,
But anyway,
fair enough.
Anyway, the games this week are San Diego at Memphis, Orlando at Salt Lake, which who knew Salt Lake had a professional team, but they do.
That's
I know.
crazy.
Shut up.
San Antonio
Yeah, no.
against Birmingham.
You know, Hank told me that Salt Lake City
God
was the closest
damn
team
it.
to Detroit.
I
So I asked which team was the closest
Literally
one to
the
Detroit, so I
closest
could
team
root for them.
geographically
Hank told me it was
speaking.
Salt Lake City,
It's
which is
impressive.
2,000 miles
It is
from
because
Detroit.
Arizona is not
I had
closer.
a brain fart.
You're close, Hank. You're close.
Right.
Anyway,
I think Memphis is the closest team, by the way.
well, any of them
Hey,
are closer to the
anything
fucking
big
place.
So anyway,
Is anything big happening in the AAF?
some of the biggest hits of week one we've got here on the auxiliary. Oh, wait,
Oh,
no,
it looks
wait.
like a fight. Did
It goes like this, right?
Oh, man.
Like, you know, the little image over
All
someone's
right,
head.
all right.
Right
Yeah.
on. All right,
So,
all
so
right,
now
all
you're
right.
on
Yeah,
real
yeah.
page.
So,
This is the
all right.
low-budget version,
So
boys.
here, but no, we're working on it.
It's like a drive-in. You
So
just
all
gotta
right,
view
all
it
right.
from way back.
So all right. So I want to ask a question about this. You know how I like to get all broad brushstroke and philosophical and shit. So at what point, or on what standard do we really grade the AAF, AAL, whatever the fuck it's called?
I think it's something that we should all watch because it's
I'm treating it
something
like
new
the
and
CFL.
exciting. And we
That I don't watch and I don't
Well,
care
that-
about
but-
until I hear the right person coming
Tony,
into the NFL
Tony.
from there.
All right. Cyrus answered the question. You didn't. What's the standard?
That's the quality of that.
What's
the
the
standard is
standard?
I treat it like the CFL.
No, fucking damn it.
What do you want me to treat?
Tony,
What do you
Tony,
say?
what makes an
Don't.
entertaining football league?
Because the CFL's in fucking Canada. This is
Football
in America.
being-
Let's watch this shit.
But here's the deal: the timing of the sport makes it entertaining.
This isn't like
When we
Terrence
watch
and
football,
Phillip.
we don't watch anything else. NCAA starts in November. NFL's still going. Guess what we're doing? Sunday fun days watching fucking football. We're not caring about what's
meant-
going on in
I
the NCAA.
think the point
we're
of
not
this
caring
is
about
to
what's
carry
going on
us
in the
until-
NBA.
Look at
We're not
this.
caring about what's going
Tony,
on in the
Tony,
NHL.
these
It's
guys are
football.
knocking the shit out of each
These
other.
guys don't
look at
count.
that.
That was a
Oh
total
my
hit,
God,
by the
It's-
way.
It's impressive, but
That
these
would have been a
guys
penalty
don't count.
in any other league.
All right, I got
America
in
will
the
not
court.
embrace
That was
two leagues.
targeting.
Order in the court.
Tony, aren't you supposed to have a gavel?
America
That's
will
not good for
embrace two
sound.
leagues.
All right. So now, back to leagues that everybody really cares about. The NFL Combine
My bad.
has started.
Yes, it's awesome. By the way, I
Yeah,
did not make the
NFL
top 10 in the
Combine.
bench press. I tried,
Yeah,
but I didn't
so
make it.
let's
The
talk
real
about,
football.
Guys running by themselves.
There's a couple
lifting
things I want
weights,
to talk about with the
jumping.
NFL. DK Metcalf, wide receiver out of Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Ole
He,
Miss.
yeah, he ran an official time of 4.33 today, and this kid is 6'3",
I can outrun that.
230 pounds, and he benched 27 reps on the press.
Dude, I can do that.
Wow,
I'm
he
6'3",
got me.
And he ran a
235 pounds.
He got me by a little bit.
Noah Font, tight end out of Iowa, 6'4", 250 pounds. He ran a 4.5. A tight end, he ran a 4.5,
Wow.
20 reps on
Dig
the
a
on the
hole and
press.
bury
That's
him.
impressive.
Just to kind of reference
I'm
this,
sorry, one more time. What's his name?
Noah Font, he's a tight end out
Yeah.
of Iowa. Two tight ends are going to go in the first round. They're both out of Iowa. It's TJ Hushamama and fucking Noah Font.
Wow.
I don't really know the TJ guy's last name. I'm
Those
sorry.
corn-fed motherfuckers.
But
I think it's Hushamama.
Just for reference, Vernon Davis, when he ran a 4.38. That's the best recent one.
He was a beast.
Yeah, and
for
then,
a few years.
For wide receivers, it was John Ross, 4.22. Everybody remembers
That's
Chris
fast.
Johnson. Chris Johnson, I think, ran a 4.24.
Who was he?
Yeah.
Didn't he do something?
With
yeah.
dreads.
Chris Johnson.
With dreads.
Yeah.
He had a lot of wind
Yeah.
resistance.
Wind
I
resistance
loved-
on that, too.
Hey, I loved Chris
Exactly.
Johnson. That was my guy.
Anybody else see that there's a certain cowboy that decided that he's going to go ahead and play?
What the
Man,
heck?
you
No,
just
Jason,
you
wait.
you
Did
done
anybody
did
see
took
that?
my bit.
Did anybody see that?
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
do you have
take
anything
it
to
over,
say about
buddy.
that?
All right,
for it,
so
brother.
hey, Jay, can I get a quick plug on this particular shirt because this is the reason I'm not wearing a Jason Witten jersey right
Straight
now.
out of marriage.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Peppies, we love you. The divorcee.
Yeah, straight
Can't
out of
be with
marriage
us
here.
today for whatever reason, but-
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a shameless plug. If you would like any custom-made shirts for a small event, it's super fun. And if you're having a divorce, we
Oh,
can
hey,
supply it.
by the way, this episode brought to you
Oh,
by
shit, sorry.
DTG, Down to Garment. That is our T-shirt place. So
And
come
so-
on, order some T-shirts,
so
print some T-shirts. You got
now-
a funny, funky design, Hank will make it for you.
Damn right.
Boom.
So here's the fun part about this conversation. Jason Witten might be coming back.
He's
Yay!
coming back. He signed a 3.5.
I don't want to believe yet. I don't want to believe yet.
$3.5 million for a guy that was in the booth last year.
There's no might be.
Exactly.
Dude, all right.
The guy got tired of hanging out on
Coming
Sundays
back.
with his
So
wife
here's the
and
thing. Here's
said,
the thing.
man, I need to play again.
All right. So Jason Witten is coming back, and you know what happened next? One of the very first things that happened is
Troy Aikman said he'd be the
DeMarcus-
quarterback.
Emmett Smith's coming out, too.
So's Romo.
dude. So DeMarcus Ware got on there, and he starts sending out this video talking about how maybe I should come back. He's like, I've been working out.
Damn.
He's like, I'm solid.
In his driveway like
would be
T.O.?
Solid.
That would be
so
bad.
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
dude.
As the resident Cowboys fan, I will
The
give
only.
my
Not the only.
This is corporate,
I'm a-
motherfucker.
I'm a
This
closet
is,
Cowboys
so yeah, Bob. Oh, yes. I love this, man. So. Here's the thing.
Let's
The
talk about it.
only way we can do this, the only way we can allow this all to happen is if Romo comes back as the quarterback coach.
As the coach.
And have Kellen Moore. Ooh, that's hard. And
no,
have
no.
Kellen Moore take a nap somewhere
Do you
else.
honestly think Romo would get out of the booth and come back?
No,
on
because
the
he's
field?
making so much money just doing
That's
better.
what I'm saying.
All
And he's so good at what he does. Romo is
Tony
Yeah,
Romo
Romo's
is the
no.
best announcer
Oh.
on TV.
I don't
I
want him
love
teaching
it.
anybody
I
how to
love-
lose in
I'm not a
November
Dallas
and
fan,
December,
but
by
I
the way.
like Tony Romo in the booth. He's great.
I cannot believe how glad I am that I've been a big Romo fan forever, right? I can't believe how glad I am that Romo's been doing so well in the booth because it means he's not coming back.
Exactly.
I
You
love
know,
it. Yeah.
Put,
So you don't
put
want,
it all on
you don't
Dak
want
and
him to
Zeke.
pull a Jay Cutler.
Have D-Ware come in there and D-Ware and Jason Witten come in there and just absorb all the attention for a little bit, and then all of a sudden you're going to see Dallas as I'm saying it right now, 10-win team.
Is there any reason
yeah.
for
Totally-
Dallas? Is there
totally
any
10-win
reason?
team.
10-win team.
Is there any reason right now that Dallas should be even considering Le'Veon Bell to come
No,
to that team?
that's
No,
a
absolutely
stupid.
not.
That's a stupid thing,
Whatsoever.
Tony.
No way.
But it-
That's
No.
a stupid
But
thing.
I've heard rumors about
No.
I don't
that.
care what you've heard. That's
No, I
stupid.
No,
Yeah,
it's
no.
the dumbest thing ever.
It's dumb.
I'm not-
The Ewok
I
that
want
is
Le'Veon to go
Ezekiel
to
Elliott
Detroit,
is
sorry.
the man. At running back.
Exactly.
Granted, he's an Ewok, but he is the man. There's no reason for Le'Veon
Absolutely
Bell to be in
not.
that conversation. However, I believe that he is in that conversation.
No,
That's
he's not.
Stupid.
No, he's not. It's the Dallas Cowboys. You're talking about one of the
Yes.
biggest market teams that's just always gonna be cracking jokes about bringing anybody they can in.
Jerry Jones is
Jerry Jones is he's always
out
in the
there,
He
conversation.
but
wants
he's not
Joe
that
Montana to
stupid.
come back and throw the ball.
Dude,
for
I
him,
mean,
you know? Yeah.
if any talented player at all is ever made available, the Cowboys are always gonna be in the conversation.
Right.
Because of Jerry Jones and the positives and negatives that come with him. But anyway, that's all I had to say
I
about that.
gotta tell you
can't-
guys, I hate being on this side left of Hank because all I got is Hank's bush in my face.
Well, it
Fuck
happens.
it. I'll sit back here. I'll
When
go
you,
on the
when you
side.
rock the man bun that Hank does, you
It's
got to have
Hank.
that.
It's
You got to
all
deal with
Hank
that.
right
Yeah.
here when you guys are talking.
And it
I
is
love
all man.
All right. I think
But
it's time
hang
to bring in.
on.
Oh,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
no,
Go
no.
ahead.
Before,
give us
before
one
we
second.
jump on that, I got let's clear out NFL right now. Antonio Brown.
Yeah,
Can't
what?
stay out of the fucking news. So this guy starts calling out. He calls out his coach. He calls out. Now he's calling out Big Ben. Basically saying he basically said, I take no responsibility for what happened with the Steelers. I didn't cause that rift. Basically said that Big Ben was the reason everything happened. That he and him and Tomlin were the reason that he's gone now. He said Ben would call him out in front of the team, saying he needed to run better routes when actually Ben was throwing him shit passes.
Yeah, he was short arming it.
Big
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger is a bitch. Has been lucked
Yeah.
into his system. Won a couple of Super Bowls and hasn't done shit
No.
since Jerome Bettis left that
Well,
fucking team.
Hadn't done shit since he hit on that high school girl in Georgia.
yeah.
well,
that
and got in a
was-
motorcycle
yeah,
wreck
yeah,
and did
yeah.
the things and did the things.
But
Point
Antonio's
is,
not pulling any punches. He just left that team.
Good for him.
And at the the end of last season, he's calling it out. Like he said, he's basically saying Big Ben runs that team. He runs that show. And he got away with murder pretty much in that
I'd like to
locker
see
room,
that son of a
which
bitch on
we
the
all-
Chiefs.
Which we all kind of expected anyway.
Yeah.
But to your point, the word on the street is that Tennessee, Oakland, and the Skins are the teams that are in the front runners to employ Antonio Brown next
Interesting,
year.
interesting.
So the Redskins, Oakland Raiders, and Tennessee Titans. What do you think about which team he should go to?
I mean, here's the deal.
considering those
You
three.
cannot say anything about the Oakland Raiders until they're in Vegas and Gruden gets a chance to do his
Which
thing.
won't
But I'm
be for
telling you
2
right,
I need a
years now.
tray,
and
by
I'm
the way,
telling
when
you
I'm
right now,
rolling these.
Oakland with David Carr throwing to Antonio Brown, that might be a great thing. I don't want to see it because I'm a Chiefs fan. And fuck the Raiders.
If Gruden
but-
brings in Antonio Brown,
Yeah.
the Oakland Raiders will have halfway squandered the vast majority of their huge opportunity they have this year.
That's what I think,
But
too.
with all the space they have in draft picks, if they squander all their attention and their efforts on somebody like Antonio Brown, good God.
They may very well.
All right,
They may very well.
All right,
All right, guys.
I'm not.
Hey, guys.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk NFL
Yeah.
all day because
All right,
we
yeah.
can
Why
talk
not?
in a little NFL here. Now it's time
All
to
right.
bring in
Bell's
our
over.
good
Furman.
man, our out of the field correspondent, the Furminator.
Furminator.
Furman is coming in to talk
Hey.
UFC. We got
Furminator.
UFC fights going on tonight, and I want to hear what we have.
Furman is
Furman,
our, local
hook me up with some info.
celebrity.
Let me
so
know, baby.
Let's hear
We
about
got
it.
UFC 235. You know,
Woo!
gonna talk the main fights, but prelims, I'm gonna go Diego Sanchez. You know, he's one of my favorite fighters. He's in
Love
there.
Diego.
Hey, He wins. If he loses, he wins. If he wins, it doesn't matter.
He's the one that had that crazy bout with Clay Guido, right?
Clay
Where
Guido
they were
throwing
just
it
going
down.
toe to toe for like 3 rounds.
He has no.
Hair flying everywhere, blood flying
It
everywhere.
doesn't matter if he's getting his ass kicked. He's in there round 5, and he's gonna bring it to you.
He wants to
Every
bleed,
game.
and he doesn't care how much.
Don't
it
give a
hurts.
shit.
I like that
Modern-day
kind of
warrior,
guy.
just ready
That's
to
good.
Don't give a care.
Kill or get killed. That's what him. So let's go on to the main card. We got Cody Gambit versus Pedro Munoz. Cody Gambit, he has style.
No love.
He's fast, quick. Hey, if he doesn't fuck around, if he doesn't fuck around, he'll win. TJ Dillashaw fucked around too much.
Ooh.
Knocked out
You
twice.
see, you see that going 3 rounds or being ended early.
Hey, like I said, if he doesn't fuck around, he'll knock him out early.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
you were a
I
betting
like
man
it.
like we all are. What do you got?
I got Cody Gambit.
All right.
All right.
We're going to the girls. We're going to the girls.
Hey, what's up with the chicks? Yeah, let's hear about the chicks.
Ticia Torres.
And Willie Zhang or whatever her
Willie
name
Zhang.
is. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going Willie Zhang. Ticia Torres has had no KOs in all her fights, only 1 submission. Zhang, 9 KOs, 7 submissions. So I'm going with Zhang.
Wow. All right. All right.
Am I too far?
No, you're great. I want to
else
ask
you
you a
got?
question. If you had to get beat up by one of them, which one would you pick?
If you had to get your ass kicked by one of those 2 guys, which one would it be?
No, one of those 2 chicks.
Oh, chicks. One of those 2 chicks.
Yeah,
Kat
yeah.
Zingano.
Oh,
Cat.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
I think it comes
Hopefully,
down to
hopefully she gets me in a
strongest
triangle.
No one wants to get their ass kicked by Cyborg because I'm pretty sure she's a dude.
I don't want to get my ass kicked by
Don't
any-
come kick my ass, Cyborg.
Oh, no, please not. She's probably bigger than me.
Yeah.
All right, else
What
you got?
about Rufus Robbie Lawler versus that import?
Askren came on a trade.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh,
One
this
fighting.
is the most
trade
interesting
thing. Yeah, I
point
never
about all
understood
this.
you could do that.
I
What
did
was
not
the
know
league he
that-
came
I
from?
did not know that fighters could be traded.
They can be.
I didn't even know that there were multiple organizations.
Hey, well, no one knew that you can get traded until this happened.
I didn't know that was a possibility. This
It's just like
amazes
a
me.
head coach getting traded,
It's
right?
fascinating.
It's
Yes,
similar.
it's like a head coach getting traded.
It's kind of
it's
golfer
kinda
getting
interesting.
traded.
So walk
another
me
golfer
through
league.
how that works and what the benefit is. Tell me a little bit about that, Furman.
Well, it was
Yeah.
just, one fighting or one championship is what they're called. One championship is called. They didn't have a star. They didn't have a star out there. They didn't have a star. So
Who didn't have a star?
one champions.
That's the
Okay.
other
That's
league.
the other league.
Okay.
So they didn't have a star. So the least competitive division in the UFC, which was like the strawweight.
in the UFC?
What?
Yeah, that's the fighting
Weight
ranks.
classes?
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Well,
the
weight
division.
classes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, don't call them divisions then.
no,
Call
no,
them
no,
classes, God damn it. Call them
fight-
what
the
they
fighting
are.
division.
Spades a spade.
Bob, hold on, guys. Weight classes are different than what we're talking about right now. We're talking about leagues.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
talking about
But-
organizations of fighters that fight together in the same league, and now we're
Yeah,
talking
there was a
about
confusion about
one
what
fighter
division,
being
My bad.
traded
what
to
fighting
a
class he
different
was in.
organization.
Weight divisions, my bad.
Right. But we're talking about one fighter being traded from one organization
Yes.
to another organization.
So-
basically, somebody else picking up his contract
So the
Right.
so the
and
le-
paying him for
the-
what reason? That's
the
what I'm
least
wondering.
the least
Yeah.
competitive weight division in the UFC, which was Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. He was the champ forever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Their UFC has a lot of stars.
Right.
One championship didn't have any.
Zero. They had not 0 stars.
They had,
Okay.
The only star they had was Ben Askren.
So are they a new division? Are they a new like? Is it
a
is
new
it
league,
Is
league.
it a new league coming
Yeah,
up?
they're
and
fairly
trying-
new. They're like
so they
Bellator,
lured this
Strikeforce.
guy. They said we'll pay you this much money and we'll honor your.
They
contract
basically
to be our
what it
star.
boils down to is they wanted a UFC star over in their league to bring more viewers and
Perfect.
more people
Perfect.
around.
So
Do
they
they have their
traded-
own
so-
TV
so they-
channel? Do they have their own? Is it all still same
Right.
broadcast?
I got to say the obvious thing. So this is the fighter's version of The Voice, is what we're saying.
Yeah. We're here.
All right, so
hope I
talk
we
talk to me.
recruit and we
Who's
have
going to win this
teams.
Ben Askren versus Ruthless Robbie Lawler?
Well, Robbie Lauer's coming off of a
didn't know
loss.
that.
He just lost to Dos Anjos. He's had a year layoff. It's the longest of his career. He's getting older, Robbie Lauer. So I'm going Ben Askren. I'm going with
This is
the
the
hype.
dude that had
I'm
his
going
lips
with-
All right.
split, right? It
Lips
was all
split from Rory
blood
McDonald.
everywhere. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm going with the hype. I'm going Ben Askren. He's 18-0, hasn't lost. He just got traded there. This is his UFC debut. I'm going with him.
I'm
Who do
going
you have in-
with the hype.
Who do you
I
have in
want
the
this guy
title
to knock
fight?
him out.
Let's
Huh?
get to the title.
Yeah, let's
Who
get
do you have in
the two main fights. I'm betting on all these, by the way. So if you want my picks, let me
Two
know.
title fights. We got Tyron Woodley versus Usman.
I'm jacked for this.
Tyron, I really don't like the guy. He's just not a likable guy. He's
Right.
always
I love Tyron.
Kind of an
Woodley.
ass.
hate him.
Yeah.
Hey, He's due for a loss. You know, he's
Like Xavier.
he's
Gotcha.
He won
Heard.
his,
We love you, Xavier.
Xavier's my shark
Tyron
man.
Woodley's
Love you, X.
won his last 6 fights. Only 1 submission, 1 KO. The rest have been decision. You know, he's a big guy, strong, fast. But Usman, 13 win streaks.
Let's
You know,
go. Let's
13.
go.
His last loss is 2013.
Wow.
This guy's been
Damn.
running through people.
That's 6 fucking years, man. That's
Wow.
I thought his last name was U.S. Man.
13 fights.
That's
pretty
yeah,
good.
That's 2 a year. That's
pretty
impressive.
I
good.
see it going to decision. You know, I hope
That's
Usman
almost as good as Mayweather.
just out,
You think it's going to go down to decision?
Decision?
All right.
I think it's going to
No
be a decision
knockout
on
in that one.
I think-
No, they're going to both be filling each other out, keeping their distance, and then maybe go to the ground, a little wrestling. But
I think they call that grappling.
Just because I don't like Woodley.
I think it's
Woodley.
grappling.
And then in the main bout,
Which
it's
is-
John. I put needles in
The
my
GOAT.
ass, Jones.
The GOAT.
But he is the goat. I swear to God,
Versus
he
who?
is the
Who's he
goat. As
fighting
long as he
tonight?
stays off
He's
the
been the
PEDs and
champion.
the cocaine.
He's been the champion since 2011. They stripped
Wow.
him.
So 8
Got it back. Stripped him. Got it back. You know, he's the GOAT. He's ran through Ryan Bader, Shogun Rua, Jackson, Lyoto Machida, Rashad Evans, Dan Henderson, Victor Belfort, Chael Sonnen. He's beat Gustafson twice.
Cormier.
He's beat Teixeira and beat Cormier twice. He's just been killing people.
Yeah.
Running through everybody. He might have a little metabolite, or what do they call it? Picograms.
Yeah.
He might have a little bit in his system, but
He's
hey.
got a little.
Yes. Absolutely true.
But hey,
That's the funniest shit in the
Wow.
world. We got to end on that.
he's beat everybody. Greats, new people coming up. He's killed everybody.
We here at BSNS like to support the.
Yeah, hey,
No,
get on the mic.
I had nothing entertaining to say. I'm just kidding. Steroids are good.
John Jones is an enigma because this guy has all the talent in the world.
Are these guys
And,
heavyweights?
Yeah,
Or-
John Bones
Light
Jones.
Light
Like,
heavyweight.
Light.
He's
heavy.
been
Light
he's
heavyweight.
been
Not sure
the
what that
by
means,
far
but
the most talented heavyweight in the division, but he cannot lay off the stupid things outside of the ring that stop him from being the
He likes to party.
undisputed
He likes to
heavyweight
party,
champion.
you know?
Who doesn't?
Kind of like all the NFL players deciding that they don't need drivers. They just like to,
Jesus
they like to
Christ.
get arrested driving cars fast.
Hank, I'll share with you.
With drugs.
I'll share with you, brother.
So there's that
All right.
UFC rundown, you know.
All right.
That's awesome. Furman,
Jones, Usman, Askren, Zhang.
there we go.
Diego Sanchez.
All right.
Bet on him.
I'd like to thank our South Texas MMA field consultant Furman Garcia
Absolutely.
for jumping on the show here. Hey,
you, sir.
we didn't even tell
Yes.
he was going to be on. We just kind of
I
forced him
learned
to
a
be.
ton.
So,
I learned a ton.
hey,
Thank
in,
you,
a,
sir.
in a heartbeat, he wrote all this shit down because he loves UFC that fucking
Yeah.
much.
Look how many notes he's
man,
got. He's got
so-
more notes than that guy.
I love it, guys. Hey, I'm gonna take control again if that's all right with everybody.
Yeah, hey, you are the host.
All
You
right.
can do that.
I think I can. All right, we got a couple more minutes here. We got to wrap it up, but I want to bring in Bert, our baseball analyst.
and Ernie?
I want to introduce Bert. I want to let everybody know that Bert is going to be talking baseball all season long.
Let's go, Bert.
Bert is the biggest Hooks fan. He's a Rangers fan, but let's call him an Astros fan too.
He's our MLB
I just
consultant.
I want to bring Bert in, and I want to give everybody let everybody know
Here,
that
pass my mic down.
They're going to be seeing a lot of Bert soon. I got it.
Yeah. Let's do
Bert, what do you got for baseball? What do you got? Anything coming up?
Baseball, we really don't have much coming up. We have spring training going on right now.
We got a ring girl walking in front of the
got-
camera right now.
World Series. I mean, I know it's way early, but who you got?
Yeah, hot take. Who's it at?
Well, I mean,
Shabam.
for me to win it, be my Rangers.
Oh,
Rangers.
But,
I thought you were an
mean,
Astros
well,
guy.
No, I'm a Rangers man. I'm from everything Dallas, Mavericks, Cowboys, Stars.
Big D, baby.
You know,
Yes,
no,
indeed.
Texas, baby. Texas.
yeah. So, but
He says wearing a
to
Florida
me,
hat.
like in real life,
Right. I live here now.
Who's looking good this year? We were talking about LA a little earlier. We were talking about Bryce Harper. We were talking about
And I'm not talking
Machado.
college.
Who do you really like
College does.
early on to
Yeah.
do some damage?
Who's the way too early front runner for the World Series?
the way too early front runner right now would be the Phillies. Just
Oh!
because
Taking the Phillies, people. Bird's
I mean-
taking the Phillies.
just because they added Bryce Harper, they have McCutchen, they have a good depth.
Yeah, I
they
used
have
to
a good
love
starting-
Andrew McCutchen. That was my
you know,
guy.
They have a good pitching rotation, so they could be a threat.
What about in the AL?
The AL, I would have to go.
Detroit Tigers?
Nah.
No. And please don't
No,
say
I
Texas
want to
Rangers.
say. I want to say Houston. has a good shot.
Yeah, I like
buddy.
it.
All right.
You got to stick with Houston until they don't.
Hey, if you got Justin Verlander and Kate Upton, you're good.
Hooks, Corpus Christi,
Hooks.
Hooks,
It's right here in
Hooks,
We
Corpus
have
Christi.
our Hooks.
If you're on spring
We
break,
have-
come down
we
here and
have
catch a game.
our, Round Rock Express.
Right here.
So we're
All right.
everything.
Hey, MLB for
Bart,
you
how about
Sappies,
them
we
hooks,
got
bro?
some MLB
How about them
and
hooks?
some
How about them
farm
hooks,
system
bro?
in
It's gonna be
there
our
for you.
year.
This is the sickest.
It's gonna be our year.
I've ever seen, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Seriously.
Soul
Wait, hey, Jake,
Baseball hat. That's
Jake,
awesome.
can we get a good
Baseball
shot
skull.
on that hat right there, bro?
Baseball skull.
All right, we'll see a lot more of Bert
Wicked.
weeks to come. Thank you so much, Bert, for your correspondence. We'll actually
sir.
probably have to take you out live to the games a couple of times and let you
No
report
doubt.
from there.
We will be
So, all right, so
broadcasting
it'd be great.
live from
So, all right,
remote locations coming up.
real quick, you know how I never slow things down. So,
you
what?
never
I mean, what if we did a live podcast somehow from some of these games? You know,
I
mean,
wanted to
we-
go to the San Antonio AAF game. I thought,
exactly.
let's
You know,
do that.
we've been talking about
Hey, guys,
Alliance.
get in your car, go. We got cell phones. We got
That's what I'm saying.
microphones. Let's go.
We can do that, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All
Okay.
day long.
We can take
do
this
it.
show on the road,
all
ladies and germs.
day long.
Right?
All right,
Yes,
guys,
indeed.
we're gonna wrap it up right now. This is the almost the end of the BS&S
Hey,
show.
if you
Bob's-
made it through this episode, God bless you.
God bless
Hey,
you.
this one's just barely as long as the last one.
Bob's got one thing to say about this, and I believe we're all going to have a
What are you,
nice
Forrest
little
Gump?
laugh
I've got one
at
thing
the end of the
to say.
day here. Bob, what do you got for me here?
All right,
What,
I'm
what,
switching
what
back to
just
hats.
happened? What happened?
Oh,
what,
shit.
what are we
All
talking
right.
about here?
Bob Fieri's back.
Yes. New rules for golf came out this year, by the
Oh,
way. The
shit.
PGA
Oh,
actually
hot
came
take.
out with some new rules. Let me give you the highlights, right? Because those of you that play on Sundays will need to know this.
You guys haven't
course.
tuned out. I would suggest
This
you do
affects
it now.
everybody, not just the PGA.
Yes.
It affects high school and college.
Everybody.
And every person playing.
All you
out
guys out there playing for $2, do not break the rules. All right. So the first rule, which is kind of making the rounds, and everybody's joking about it on the PGA, which you may have seen the picture of.
Because it is a joke.
Ricky Fowler squatting down and dropping the ball like he's taking a deuce. You
not
have
okay.
No way.
the drop ball.
How did
now,
I miss that? No, you're
the
kidding.
look it up. Look it up. The drop ball has to be from knee height, no longer out to the side.
So 2 feet.
Yes. That is a
Okay, that's a
actual-
rule.
Understood.
That's a rule I can accommodate.
right, but they're
Sure.
making fun of it because who cares, right? Here's the
next
rule that absolutely drives me insane.
Is this real? Hang on a second.
This is complete bullshit.
You've got to show that. Look
at that.
Yeah.
he's dropping the ball
Is
from
that
knee
possible to
height.
see that?
Yeah.
Where are
Taking a
we
deuce.
in our lives now where we're talking about golf rules?
Shut up, Cyrus.
I am so sorry.
It's not your
for
turn.
anybody that's still watching.
do that based
Not
on
your turn.
dignity alone.
We're going to call this segment the lighter side of sports. So the rule number 2 that nobody agrees with
really
is you
like
can now leave the flag stick in the hole while putting.
Dumbest rule.
I love leaving the
ever,
flag
ever,
stick in the hole,
ever.
everybody.
It is so cheating that
Dumbest
like
rule.
anybody who doesn't and never played golf can hit it and hit the pin and
Since
drop in.
the game
Yes.
was fucking invented, you pull the flag stick out when
yes.
you're putting.
I was
Now
told-
you leave it in. What the fuck?
I was
who
told you
determined?
leave it in,
who
you let
who
it soak.
decided that that was a
Yes.
rule? Who the hell?
exactly.
Bob, that's
is-
a literal game changer. I
that
don't
is
know
a
who decided
total
it.
game changer.
That is bull.
Think
shit.
about
I will-
Augusta coming up in 4 weeks.
I will not adhere to that
with
rule
a
ever when
step
I play
meter
the
of
game.
29.
When I get on the
I'm gonna
PGA
put the
Tour
flag
in
in so I
2020,
hit it.
I will not adhere to
Yes.
that rule. My caddy will pull that fucking pin.
I don't think we have to worry
Every
about it,
fucking
boys.
time.
Wait. Tony just referred again to the PGA 2020 thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry guys.
Thank you,
When
bro.
I get my neck fixed and everything's good, I have 1
that?
year to qualify for the PGA
See
for
that?
the U.S. Open, and that will happen.
Here.
It is
How
gonna happen,
about
'cause
a
I'm
salon
coach.
pause?
I would say that is the epitome
good.
of a hot take, ladies
Oh,
and
thanks.
gentlemen.
Thanks for giving me up.
All right, the last rule change that I think is interesting for all you hackers out there: distance finders are now allowed.
What the fuck? You can use your
how-
Does anyone
GPS.
actually use those?
However, it is a local rule.
The founders of
meaning
St.
if the
Andrews would
course
be
allows you-
pissed.
So-
St. Andrews will not allow it, of course. You won't
So
see
we
it
no
at the
longer need
Masters.
caddies.
But
We no lo-
distance finders are allowed. Laser,
shit.
whatever site
This
you want to do.
this
That's-
is some serious bullshit.
That's great.
That's a bunch of crap.
I personally like playing
If
with
you
them because I
can't
need to know
tell
exactly how far.
178 yards from 183 yards by eyesight, you're not allowed to play the game of golf. Fuck you. If you don't know whether to use a 7
Wow.
or 8 iron, fuck you. That's a bunch of
I
crap.
think
It's
Pardon my
not
language. That's a
that,
bunch of crap.
Tony. Some of us are good enough. We need to know if it's 157 or 155.
It's sad when the
Some of
host
us
has
are a
gone
bunch
off
of
the rails,
bitches
boys.
Because it's
that
a
use
different
technology to help ourselves out, and I think that's
You know
a
what?
bunch
You know
of
what?
shit.
Let's fight about it.
Yeah, we're gonna fight about it.
Hey,
we're gonna
let's-
fight about it next
let's
week.
reel it back in here. Let's go.
All right,
Guys, Bob has
My
one last
final-
thing on the lighter side of
my
sports.
final thing. You can use whatever you want on butt putt.
I love
Yes.
Bert, you just blew my mind. I'm not sure I'll get back to you on that.
Thank you, Bert.
By the way, I am the guy
Thank
that
you,
brings
Bert,
my own
for
putter
being
to
the
putt
knife
putt.
that cut through all
Totally
that.
blew my mind,
Yeah.
Bert. All right. One
And
more
the-
thing on the
and
lighter side of
final
sports.
thing on the lighter side of sports I'd like to bring
Holy
up.
shit, we're there.
All right. The world's #1 bridge player has
Bridge.
been suspended
This is
for
bridge. This
using
is cards.
PEDs.
Holy shit.
A person playing cards got suspended for
what
using
kind of
performance
PEDs is
enhancing.
I don't know. I guess he did acid so he could read like 7
Man.
plays ahead.
I
I don't
mean,
have
yeah,
any
yeah.
idea what a PED
What
is.
drug
We
did
should have
you
been playing
possibly
bridge
take
this
to read
whole
everyone's
time.
mind?
No idea. But mushrooms might be good. I don't know.
God
Well,
damn
mushrooms
it.
are
Tony,
always
bring
good.
us
We all
home.
know that.
Bring us home.
All right, guys, I just want to wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. We have our panelists, Bob, Hank, Cyrus. Thank you, Furman, for your guest appearance. Thank you, Bert, for
Fuck
your guest
Furman.
appearance. Look for us next week again, same bat time, same bat channel. This is BSNS, and we are out.
Shabam.
Holy
Peace.
shit, that one was wild.
Peace.
Hey, we made
You
it
gotta
through.
love that number
We
one.
made it through.
Bridge player got out rejected.
If anybody's still watching, we did not prepare for this episode. So if it showed, God bless you for watching.
End with like a lighter side of sports, kind of bullshit. The stupid shit that happened during the week.
I think it's hilarious. I think it's fucking hilarious. All right, well,
50 minutes?
yeah, we went 50.
That's perfect.
No, it's a little long. It's,
Why?
Well, I mean, we're aiming for 30.
I know you're aiming.
I mean, honestly, I don't think 30 minutes is a realistic amount, but
Yeah.
45?
40, 45, sure.
it's supposed to be a half hour. Yeah.
No, it was only like 5 minutes. It just seemed like a really long time.
God, I have to piss, by the way.
Dude, it's already Dude, this thing, I swear to God, it's so funny.
That's my Kyle hat.
I'll buy them. Oh, we can go to Wonders.